Hello everyone, Sheek here with another Transformers review, and today I will be reviewing the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy, Galvatron. And here he is in the packaging. As you can see, lovely artwork for him on ancient Earth, because he time traveled way back in time. I know, spoiler alert, but not much of a spoiler, because there's an arc right up here in the volcano, Mount St. Hilary. Well, later on Mount St. Hilary, there is the Matrix of Leadership attachment accessory, which for him is actually the proper coloration. There are the guns of the Revenge, but it's, still the wrong color. It is silver instead of purple. Overall, pretty much identical figure. I mean, this came out first, so pretty much Galvatron, same thing. Although little battle damage that people don't like, I'm not sure. I don't really care that much regardless. Apparently, they're going to be releasing another one without the battle damage. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's get him out of his box. And here we have him out of his packaging, and for any of you eagle-eyed fans, you will notice that his shoulders have been misassembled, and for rather than just, showing one shoulder to the other, I'll bring him in for comparison. I was planning on doing that anyway, as, toy version versus show version. Yeah, the colors are quite different. He's more, well, like I said, battle damaged earlier, and more cartoon accurate. He's more toy accurate. He definitely feels a lot stiffer. He rattles a little more. I mean, I guess they both rattle slightly, but he doesn't really shake. He does shake, and this arm is kind of weak on him, but everything on here seems pretty stiff. But if you look really closely between the two, you'll see that his shoulders sit a little bit lower than his. It's not a huge deal to me, honestly. And then another thing that you could do that they did mention is just rotate up and around and flip around. But then, of course, you have that showing. And then for transforming him, you're going to have to rotate it back around anyway. As far as affecting his alt mode, the only thing that it should probably affect is just where the treads sit in relation. It might just affect the height slightly. But other than that, it shouldn't really affect anything except for the aesthetic, which some people say it looks really weirdly proportioned. Honestly, I didn't realize it was misassembled until I watched a little video that shows that, hey, if you see this, it's misassembled, because it's only slightly lower. Not too conspicuous unless that kind of thing really irks you, which I guess it irks me a little bit. But hey, it's a minor defect. Yeah, Hasbro could have done a better quality control job, but there's not much I can do about it at this point anyway. Another point of difference is that he has silver on this part of his cannon. And of course, like I said, battle damage. He has red here instead of silver that he has. He doesn't have the silver crown. Who knows, I might give him a silver crown at some point, even if it's not show accurate, because I do admit the silver does look really cool. And that's about it for the comparison. If you want to see more detail on him, just watch the other review. Anyway, so his face is silver instead of gray, and it appears that he does have red eyes. It's a little hard to see, but he does have red eyes. A light pinkish purple Decepticon emblem, red for his abs right there. Mostly gray plastic for the rest of him, gray and purple. The treads are black instead of gray, and then his feet have a little bit more gray, and gray with a little bit of black paint rather than just completely black. And then his shins are black with purple kneecaps, and then a little bit of red on the inside. So that's about it for his detail. And he also has silver on here, and it's overall just a different shade of purple. And he actually is gray right here, so the colors actually match a little bit better for the front of the cannon and right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the detail. Of course, he does come with, like I said, the Matrix, which for him is which is the actual Matrix, not the green Matrix that he has over there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for his robot mode. I guess I'll go ahead and give him the Revenge, or Revenges, and just peg him into his hand, and then he can go pew pew, bang bang, pew 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 pew, bang bang bang, and kabloosh, kablowy, kablammy, whatever. Anyway, that's about it. Just let's go ahead and get him transformed, shall we? Alright, to go ahead and get transformed, take that off. Rotate that off. Nice and stiff. Everything on this guy seems pretty stiff. He was a little bit loose, but whatever. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Set these off to the side. Rotate his arms up. Tab into place. Tab into place. Rotate his hand in. Rotate up into place. I would have showed off articulation, but if you want to see articulation, just go check out my other video on the Generation Select Galvatron. I mean, I don't even know why. But then again, using that argument, I may as well just say, go look at the other one to see the transformation. But I mean, I guess if you really don't want to go over there, I'll just go ahead and show it right here. Anyway, like I'm doing right now. Anyway, then you just want to rotate down the treads, get that into place. Rotate down, get into place, pull this stuff out, pull out. I guess you can go ahead and rotate this down. Whoop, don't pop it off like that, but get it pegged into place. Pull that down. That actually looks pretty cool. Flip out and then rotate up and back. And then fold that down. Clip into place. And then rotate that down. Well, let's go ahead and do his legs first. Flip in his heel spurs. Rotate at the thigh. Well, first off, flip these around. Tab into place. Flip around. Tab into place. Tap. There you go. And then clip the legs together. Why am I doing a French accent? There's no point of doing a French accent. Oh, and a random piece of trivia. French Starscream was voiced by a woman, which is quite hilarious. I don't know if it's hilarious. I don't know. I hope that didn't come across wrong, but it's just kind of funny. Anyway, never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, rotate that down. Rotate his legs up like this. Get this tabbed in the spot up there. Clip into place, like so. And then you want to just kind of get these out of the way for now. So you can bring all of this down. And then you want this right here, this tab. It's a little hard to see on this guy because I think it's a different color. Come on, focus. Focus, okay. Tab into place, like so. And then you just get this right here to tab into there, like so. And then, of course, other side is the same as this side. Just get it to tab into place. Come on. Tab into place. I don't know. I didn't hear it click into place, but it's probably in place. It looks like it should be. I guess not. Okay, come on. What? Now what? Ah, yes. That's what's going on. Or not going on. Forgive me. Okay, this also needs to tab right into that slot right there. So that's a little tricky to get them both in at the same time. But alrighty then, finally managed to get pegged and tabbed into place. This guy is just really super stiff, really tight. So, I mean, that's a good thing, but also kind of frustrating because, I mean, I'm probably going to break something. Anywho, next step, bring this down, and then bring this down. And I guess his ankles aren't as loose because every time I do it on the other Galvatron, it goes like, boonk, like that. Every time I try to pull this down. Okay, and the final step to actually make him a cannon is, of course, to give him his barrel. Okay, let's rotate that down. Let's see, like so. And then, of course, one last thing. I mean, it's not absolutely essential, but I mean, yeah, plug that in right there. One thing I will say about the other Galvatron, I do like a little bit more about this right here, is that it blends in a little bit more with the rest of him. Okay, so that's about it for the cannon mode. But let's go ahead and do his couple last accessories. You can put the matrix around his neck. Well, it's not his robot mode neck, but it would be his robot mode neck if he actually transformed like the original toy, and or how he actually transformed in the cartoon movie. And then, of course, you can give him his guns just by tabbing on like so, and tabbing on like so. Come on, like so. I said like so. And, of course, the first one goes on easy, the other one does not. Like so. There we are. And there we have Galvatron with all of his accessories. And I suppose I better go ahead and show off the other Galvatron, but I'm not going to put all his accessories on because, yeah, let's just go ahead and take these guns off because there's no point for those right now, or ever, really. Let's just take a good look at these guys side by side. Let's see, best way. Okay. Then there we have them with the Matrix. Matrix, weird Matrix, don't know where that's supposed to be, why they chose that color. Anyway, doesn't really matter. The barrels are pretty much identical, except his does not have glittery. His is a little bit glitter. I actually like that. That actually looks a little more like plasma or whatever going through it. This is just shiny. Just shiny. A little bit fogged up looking. I don't know if that's designed to be that way or if it just happened to be part of manufacturing. But overall, color-wise, this is definitely more accurate to the show as far as I can tell. Definitely the Netflix show, although I don't know if you ever see him in his canon mode. There is a slight difference. If you look really, 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 really closely, you can see that this one, Kingdom Megatron, not Megatron, Galvatron, sits just ever so slightly higher because the shoulders, if you look closely, it's easier to see it in vehicle mode or canon mode, but there is a tiny gap on him and a larger gap on him. So as far as canon mode is concerned, the only impact that really has is that it actually makes his gun barrel sit ever so slightly higher, which I think actually looks cooler because it actually looks like it, because I feel like it should be slightly higher rather than shooting straight ahead because, well, I mean, it is a laser beam, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to worry about accounting for, gravity and all that, but I mean, I just think it looks cooler. Like I said, my only main gripe is that the back of this is silver, so it doesn't blend as well with this. But yeah, and it doesn't roll around as well because, like I said, it is raised slightly higher, so everything's at a slight angle. Not as well. Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, position. Yeah, because he actually rolls fairly well. So, this has been, one last thing. I know it's unofficial mode, but just rotate around, flip up. Although that shoulder does prevent it from fitting as properly because, like I said, it's the bad shoulders, as they like to say. And then flip out his heel spurs. You can do one or both, but I feel like it looks more like a trigger when you do both. And there we have him in his fan handgun mode. And then you can go pew pew, bang bang, big old gun cannon blast rather than, I guess, fusion cannon blast in robot mode. I mean, or just... yeah, it's goofy. It's very goofy. Definitely he can pull it off a little better, so I guess I'll go ahead and do the same with him real quick. I mean, I would normally just pause it and just do it, but since it's such a quick little thing to do, there's no point in cutting that bit out. Just flip that out, and here we go. And as you can see, this folds up a little bit better, a little bit neater. It just looks a little not as gappy up top. So, yeah, this has been a review of the Transformers Kingdom Siege series, Netflix original, whatever, Galvatron. And if you like this review and like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.